Hello everyone! So today I wanted to talk about the mistakes I've made with my first bioactive terrarium. Now I really love keeping reptiles in bioactive enclosures because it provides a natural environment for them with lots of enrichment, and it makes keeping them a lot easier and more enjoyable. So this is Murdoch, my adult male crested gecko's terrarium. You can see him hiding in there. I have springtails, wild-caught isopods, superworms and their beetle counterparts. You can see the beetles hanging out on the top over there. Now, the beetles cannot climb glass, but they have an easy time climbing up the background. I also overwinter bugs in here that I find in my house that I just can't throw them out in the cold. Even if they're a native species, they would not survive. Just being thrown out in the cold without shelter or anything like that. So here's a leaf-footed beetle I'm keeping in here for now. Alright, so this is an 18 by 18 by 24 enclosure, and I have a Dracaena, this light green plant here, some oyster plants here, and then pothos plants hanging in the pots. So the first mistake I made with this enclosure is when I was making the expanding foam background, I did not use brown silicone or foam, and that's a mistake because when the soil falls off, white patches are exposed. I'm eventually going to fix that. I think I'm going to use aquarium safe super glue and just glue some wood on there. I don't know how long that'll last, but I do know that super glue is safe for aquariums, and so it's safe for reptile terrariums. I also use this flexible foam rather than a normal rigid type foam, and so that's a problem because when I was applying the silicone and you're supposed to smear it before adding the substrate, it would tear anytime I tried to smear it. So I just had to leave it globby the way it came out of the gun. Also, you can see here, I have some wood ledges hanging out here. It's hard to see because it blends in with the background for this camera, but I thought that I could just stand the wood pieces up. I wanted them to stick out, that way Murdoch had places to rest, but they wouldn't stand still. And so the mistake was that I didn't realize I had to tie them with string and support them up myself. And I mean, at the end, it basically was becoming such a mess that I just laid it flat and said, whatever. So the other mistake I made is not getting a properly sized screen for the drainage layer. So at Petco, they sell Exoterra 12 by 12 by 18 screens, and I like to get that because I'm too lazy to drive to the hardware store and mess with getting window screen, cutting it to proper size. So I just got that, and then on the edges I just packed sphagnum moss, and I thought that would work well. Well, it doesn't, because sphagnum moss is biodegradable and therefore soil is falling through. So I may eventually have to fix that, tear out everything and redo it. I'm hoping that it'll be okay because I still have that screen in the middle that's still keeping a good barrier, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. The other mistake I did is when I was planting this, I did not use soil. I used just coconut fiber. And that's a problem if you want plants because plants need nutrients, which coconut fiber does not provide. So I was planting this multiple times, and every time the plants just kept dying. So I finally realized what I was doing, added some soil, and now I'm having good luck with the plants in here. The last mistake I made is thinking that leaf litter is optional. It is not. If you want your cleanup crew to survive, breed, and do their jobs, you need to have leaf litter. It provides places for them to hide, it provides a food source, and also when it breaks down, it adds microorganisms and more nutrients for your plants. And that's important because we can't fertilize these enclosures. So yeah, I mean, otherwise I'm very happy with the way it came out. I think I'm going to have to add more vines and everything. But for my first time around, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. But I just wanted to give you some ideas of what to look out for when you're building one. So hopefully you can avoid the mistakes I've made. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Bye!